Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of You Can't Make This Shit Up. I'm Joel Hoxley. That's David Washington, and we are so happy to have you here today. Thank you.
Yes.
So
Welcome back, everyone.
I
Here
get
we
to
go.
I get to talk with all my crazy people now.
we got to feed the beast.
Yes.
Give them the raw meat. Give them what they want. So
Yes. So
here we go.
McCarthy finally got off his hind end and
Speaker
has done
McCarthy.
what the people, what the representatives have asked him to do. So, David, tell us what's going on in the House of Representatives.
So there is now an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. And yes, this has been launched by House Majority Leader, Speaker Kevin McCarthy. After a long fight with fellow Republican representatives, especially Florida's very own Representative Matt Gaetz. The inquiry is into potential involvement of the president when he was vice president under President Barack Obama. The involvement of President Joe Biden with some sort of sketchy overseas business dealings of his son, Hunter Biden. Yes, we're going to be talking about Hunter Biden. The inquiry alleges that Biden may have personally benefited from oligarch money. Sounds familiar? Sounds familiar? Anyway, so this is something that alleges that there may have been the Biden family benefiting from their associates, and again, we're right back at the impeachment table, and this is a lot. This is a lot. So we're gonna go down that rabbit hole. What do you have, Joel?
So, David, this is a subject I stay away from most of the time
All
because
right.
it's for me. I think that McCarthy was right in the fact that we don't need to be doing this impeachment. We got work to get done,
Amen.
and I guess because we've gotten a lot of work done to this point, and it's all just up to the Senate now, that it's time to focus on redirection. Now, this all came from the fact that you now have the special counsel trying to get well. You had the attorney that was looking into this. He wasn't a special prosecutor at the time. He decides he's going to work out a deal with Hunter Biden, and all of a sudden it gets to the judge, and the judge goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's a lot more here packed in here. That we can't. We have to look at this a little bit closer because this deal just doesn't smell right, I guess." But
I follow that. Wasn't it related to like some gun charges or
no,
something
this is
like
his new
that?
one. Yeah, that's what he's been indicted for. So that's just
Right.
recently. He's been indicted for the gun charges. But
Okay.
now the lawyer has then gone to the DOJ and he's asked to become a special prosecutor. So now he's a special prosecutor. So that takes it out of Congress's hands. So Congress cannot do oversight while it's under the special counsel. So you have all the Republicans up in arms because they believe that the DOJ is now interfering with their oversight. So the combat in the political combat, right? Oh, they're doing this and they're doing that. But Hunter Biden has been indicted for some gun charges. I have not dug into those, but the impeachment inquiry is coming from the fact that how did Hunter utilize his relationship with his father, and how did the vice president not know that he was being used for gain, for personal gain in the family? That's all I could say right now, because again, it, this it smells like a rotten fish everywhere you look at it. But this is a subject that, you know, you and I don't talk conspiracy theories, but when facts start rolling out, uh, this is the problem here comes from the fact that the Democrats tried to push this narrative the about the Russians, which we come to find out was absolutely false. We knew it was false. We knew that the whole thing was false. And we knew about this laptop. And the laptop, the government comes in and says, no, we're not going to talk about that. That's made up. So now we have the laptop. We know the laptop. Again, that's way beyond my pay grade. I
Okay.
can't follow everybody's conspiracy theories. I'm just going to give you the facts as I know them. Counsel went into special counsel. Now the Congress can't do what they want to do, and now they're gone to McCarthy to say, well, if they're going to do that, then we need to do this. It's the same thing. If you were in charge, you'd do the same thing.
I I doubt it. I mean, it's a lot to unpack. First of all, aren't we like a week out from a government shutdown? And there's the House Republicans are worried about impeachment. I how many times have we turned this issue over, and it doesn't. I mean, from my point of view, it's nonsense. Um, and of course, the allegation, it seems like the overarching allegation is that Hunter Biden used his father's position to enrich himself. It's not like, he, um, that Hunter Biden, went to China and got, billions of dollars in patents. It's not like Hunter Biden had a hotel in D.C. that would charge, enormous fees to visiting dignitaries.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that you're going. I think you're going to a totally different. You're going down a totally different. This is the vice president who's benefiting. He owns a house that's way, way beyond what he's ever made as a senator and everything else. So his investments have been incredible. This is a guy that went to Ukraine and got the prosecutor fired, held our money, our physical money from Ukraine. That's why he pumps all this money into Ukraine now, because he's already busted him on one thing. Hey, you can't make this shit up. He even said it. He admitted that he did it. He got
I,
the
I I
prosecutor
just don't
fired
see.
that was going after his son.
I just don't see the
You can't make this shit up,
impeachable
David.
offense. I really don't see the impeachable offense there.
Yeah,
And again,
because congressmen can make money off of insider trading too. So, I
right.
mean, here's the president, the vice president of the United States, selling himself like a prostitute to have his son get all this money and all this drugs and all this other stuff. Man, this is too much. But it's happened to everybody. They're all up to something. I mean, I mean,
This is a
Contract with
whole.
America ended up being a bust after the Newt Gingrich was found out to be having an affair. So everything crumbles when it gets momentum. Everything
Shine some
crumbles.
light on things. Yes, the contract on America. Yes, I remember
No,
that.
no, contract with America. It was a contract with
The
America.
contract on
It
America.
forced Clinton to come to places that The most conservative, most
It never got
conservative
anywhere,
president.
the contract on America after, like you
Tell you
said,
what,
Livingston and Gingrich,
they got
showing
welfare
their
reform.
hypocrisy. I don't think that was part of it.
Or they got welfare reform from
Okay.
it
All
because
right.
that's how we took over the. That's how we took over. We took over Congress for the first time in several years, and we could get some work done because we had both the houses. And Clinton had to work with us. So, not that we got a lot done, we did a lot
And
in
that's the
that
whole
time.
point. Congress needs to get some stuff done. I mean, they need to get their act together and get some
Well,
shit done. And
so
this
everybody, so
whole,
everybody needs to elect
inquiry
all
is
the
is
Republican
is
senators they
ignorant.
possibly can.
Mm.
Let's get all those Republican senators so we can get some work done.
All
They, you know,
49 of them, right? Or 50 of them.
yeah, it's funny because we don't usually go down this topic because
Yes.
Washington is not really where we focus a lot of attention. So when I saw this
Or
as
Hunter.
a topic, I was like, really,
Hey, thank you,
you'll
Kellen.
say, yeah,
Thank you, Kellen, for this topic.
so I mean, we do definitely usually stay at home because that's what is most important. What happens here, impeachment inquiries and everything else, the government shutdown, uh, that overall doesn't affect the
Right.
people in this county that have a conversation about a raise for the commissioners that seems controversial to the newspaper. Just a lot of different things locally that we could focus on because Hunter, he's gotten his indictment. However, every time Hunter gets in trouble, Donald Trump gets indicted. So every time something in the news, they coincide perfectly. And I'm not saying
Conspiracy, conspiracy,
I'm not doing the
conspiracy.
conspiracy. Saying I looked it up because that's not conspiracy when they're side by side. That's coincidence. Okay, we'll say it's coincidence. It's not, but it does happen that way. So
Sure, sure. I've seen that infogram or infographic of how those things kind of coincide.
I don't have my talking sheet because I'm not part of the inner circle anymore. No,
I mean, my final word is this: America has better things to do than impeachment inquiries. There's laws that need to be passed, protections to be made, regulations to be implemented, and I'm sure it's great fodder for the talking heads and the media. However, as a benefit to America in general, it's nothing.
yeah, sorry, Newsmax. Sorry, Fox. I'm not watching, so I might not be as educated as you want me to be because I'm watching all media from a different perspective. My
Right.
final word, David, on this one is, you know, let's send them all to jail, right? Let's just vote for a whole new slate.
There you
Uh,
go.
this is
New
crazy.
blood, fresh
Except
blood, folks
except for
who are
Corey Mills.
vetted.
Except for Corey Mills, because he's a really nice guy, and I get along with him. And he's actually reaching out to us, telling us what the office is doing. Unfortunately, we can watch Frost, who's not doing that. So if you want to talk about local, let's talk about compare our congressmen and stuff like that. But this, for me, if this is what you're paying attention to, then you have no life. You really have no life. There's so many more important things, like
Amen.
supervisor of elections in Seminole. That means something to us because that means there might be a breakdown. You know, these raises that are I'm not controversial with them. I think they deserve them. They've been they deserve them, but still a conversation we should be having, right?
Oh yeah. Politics is local, and there's so many things locally that matter. Property insurance issues, issues with Nazis walking freely, unencumbered in our streets here in Central Florida. There's got to be some pushback to that. There,
Worrell trying to get all these judges to say she was wrongfully fired. Um,
right?
I mean, those are the things I focus on. I would hope that if you live in this area and you pay your tax dollars in this area, you have your kids in the schools. remember, the most important government is your local government. And
Yes.
if all you're focusing on is Hunter Biden, Trump, DeSantis, and all this other stuff, you're missing out.
Yes. Yes,
So
you
my
are.
final word.
I agree with you. That's my final word. You're missing out on a whole lot. What happens locally is what matters the most. Please like, share, hit the notification button. We've got a whole lot of content coming your way. We are very excited about the different projects that we have going into the new year. So stay aware, keep track of what we're doing across our socials, our website, and more importantly, the engagement that we have with you. We love the comments. We get back to our comments as quickly as we can, and we'd like to continue that conversation with you. So please comment. We are your political innovators. Jay in Washington, thank you.